Mississippi and New Orleans. Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get.
Thank you, Coach. We are about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix at State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
And that drives coaches. Insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Yellow. 54. Right, 54. I got you, punk. Watch twist. 15. Safe. Check safety. Yellow.
And to give this time to the tailback. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on second and inches.
Slam. Shift.
They'll try the left side. Billingsley try to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
15. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. He's coming. Double up. He's coming.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. 3rd and short, so didn't need much, but got a little extra on the backside. Nice run.
Chewed up the yardage, didn't he? To me, that was offensive line with leverage, good blocking angles, taking on a stacked defensive front. And once they chopped that little hole in the beginning, he took it and rambled.
And just the 3rd play from scrimmage, wanted to avoid the 3 and out and did just that.
Yellow. Underline. Okay, double up. Yellow. You got tight right there. Do.
Now the former Sooner, this is Rodney Anderson. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Yellow. I'm going 80. 56. They were pretty quiet, here. We're pretty quiet. Under 10. Under 10. 10. Shift. Watch the shift. Nice high.
On second down, Billingsley. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 24. Garoppolo looks to throw. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there for the Niners. 51 yards.
First down.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
The give to Taylor. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great effort there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point attempt to come here. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, 15. No. Off. Yellow.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
And he better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Hey, ripple in. Quick. Yellow. Delta. Check 31. Hey, 43.
To throw, it's Mahomes. He sets to fire deep. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. And that'll set him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Bravo! Track. That's track. Come on. Watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, tighten down. There you go.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Able to find Isabella. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Yellow. Let's go. 43. Kill. Check. Attack. Check. Check 57.
They'll run on 1st down. Billingsley. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
This one caught by Isabella. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A Cardinal 1st down on a gain of 13.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Back.
On 1st down, Billingsley. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
It's our time. Tighten up. I tell him. Shift.
On 2nd down now, Billingsley. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 7-7, our score after one. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
Six guard. Check 6 guard. Check 26. Check 26.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal.
Slam. Undercrush.
They'll try to run this one in. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
56. Here we go. Check. Sponge. No. Switch.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down territory.
Check out.
On 3rd down, Billingsley. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up. No balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
Huh? You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Hey, gun. Mike 59. Let's go, D. 21. Here we go. 61. Max Buckley.
They'll run with Taylor, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here we go. 59. All day, every day, any day. Six. X3. 218, chop. 21. Here we go. Hey, team 6.
Now on 2nd and 13. Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Here we go. 180! I got this. You got me right. Don't be scared. 65. Check. 59. Walk this. Smooth. Mike 5'9. He's time to move. It's time to look. Flag. 2. Check 59. 2.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Well, going deep here for Taylor. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super tough.
That goes for 14 yards. 1st down, Cardinals.
Yellow. 180. I got it. Kill. 15. Switch gears.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Come on!
80 weapon.
57. Mike, 57.
Watch the screen. Pass.
From just shy of midfield, Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company.
Hey, 43, 15.
56 to Mike.
56 is the mic.
You gonna see me in your
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. 15. 56,
Mike, 56.
Watch the slat. Watch the slat.
56 to Mike, boys, 56. Check, 56.
All day, baby, all day.
Check, check. Motion to backfield. Motion to the backfield.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Looking left side, and it's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 37. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
I don't need to.
Check.
They'll try the left side. Billingsley. And down inside the 15 he goes. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
Get that 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. 57 is the mic. Rock 57. Silver.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. High throw, but the catch is made. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Hey, 43, 15. One leg.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Check. Lucky. Recon, 132 fight.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Now here's Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. From 6 yards away. And the Cardinals push further out in front. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Get ready.
Buccaneers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, over.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. Rush coming, and he's taken down. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Garoppolo. And he rifles one incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's me and you.
11. Hey, gun. 59. Hey, Alpha.
They scared. Mike spot 9. Not today, you are. Not today.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. So coming up empty here to start the 3rd quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
12 yards on the return that time. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got
blitz coming, and down he goes. Credit the sack to Fred Warner. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company.
Watch the twitch. Switch.
Hey, watch 57. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Mike 54. Mike 54. 15. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. Hey, 57. 57 color. 57 color.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Here we go.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
Here we go. 180. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike 53. Yeah. Slam.
On 3rd down, it's Taylor. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. The 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
First down, San Francisco.
Here we go. 180. Check 53. Right. Good track. 12. I got you. 53 at the mark. Yo. Hey, Foxtrot.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. This one complete to Coleman. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
Here we go. Black 80. 59. I got you.
Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, that allows your blitzers to get there.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Check 52.
They'll keep it on the ground. Billingsley. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the 4th. They'll run on 1st down. Billingsley. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Yellow. Hey, we heavy on the edges. Heavy on the edges. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Yellow.
They'll keep it on the ground. Billingsley. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. So 1st and 2nd down went the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Hey, pick your game up.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Quan Alexander coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This will be from 56 yards out. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 46. Throwing now is Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Here we go.
Garoppolo now. 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, Delta.
53's Mike. Check 53's Mike.
Hey, we got to get this. Two.
3's Mike.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike 5'9".
Right here. 21. Check.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
The Niners on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Drops it off for Coleman. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards.
A gain of 6 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th.
11. Check. Go. Watch the out. Mike 5'9".
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. Open man is heard. It's complete. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Check, 59. I got you, boy.
On 1st down, Taylor. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Bring it.
Garoppolo now. Looking for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe you can expect more passes like that downfield. The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Nice 7. I got this. Exit.
Mike 5'9". 3 bud. 59's Mike. Check, 59.
To throw is Garoppolo. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Yeah, baby, yeah.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, this from 39. And this one is right through. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it at least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
It's our field.
Attack.
Rush in. Hey, alert 3. 61. Matchbox, right. 56. Mike, 56, right there.
They go play action here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Quan Alexander, his 2nd sack of the night. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now Mahomes. And the pressure gets to him again. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Let's yellow. Let's put that team on the track.
Mahomes now to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. And he's able to get it out of there. And that'll hit and go out of bounds, so they'll start just outside their own 40-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
First down, San Francisco.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now this one complete downfield on the left side and inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Watch out. Hey, gun.
They'll run on first down. Taylor. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check. Watch the eye. 21. Mike front 9. recon, 132 fighter. 21, 21. 11.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go. Wait, 80! Oh, here we go. I got you. 21. 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Hey, Haywood. Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Rabbit.
To throw is Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a 1st down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
Here we go.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
6. Hey, exit. I got him.
Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. This will be caught at about the 6. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They run with Taylor, and yes, he's into the end zone, so they get the late score they needed, and now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Now the try here for the point after. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That ties the game at
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go. Do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit, get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here, relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mahomes. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. DeForest Buckner, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Hey, 43. 54, right there. 54, Mike.
Back to throw. Mahomes dancing to his left. Able to locate his running back open downfield. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. They'll try the left side. Billingsley. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. The defense does its job. Now they're going to get the ball here in overtime with a chance to win it.
Major league kudos to them, because to get the ball back in this spot, everything was on them. It had to happen, and they pulled it off. They'll get it back for their offense with a chance to win.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Lock. Christian, Travis.
Taylor. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Watch the safety creep. Go, fellas, here we go.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here we go.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They run the counter. It's Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT.
Watch the run. That's out, baby. That's baby shot.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Well, I know you're toward the middle of the field here, but still, fourth down this distance, you got to punt it right.
That's definitely the first instinct, because you say, okay, let's just play some field position, make sure we don't lose the game here, turn it over in a key spot. But if you feel really good about your trigger guy, if you feel great about him, you might want to leave the ball in his hands and let him work his magic.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it, but they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done, now part 2. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. This one caught by Isabella. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
Tight dog. Attack. Watch twitch. Watch
Yellow.
Safe.
On first down, Billingsley. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Fellas, let's set a tone.
Bud, be ready. Mike's 56.
Hey, 57.
Record. Check safety. 56. Mike, 56. Right.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, right at the 40. They'll run on first down. Billingsley. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
At the 49ers, 39-yard line.
Come on, 80.
Check 56.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Hey, Ripley. Odds. 56 is the Mike. Focus, defense, focus. Mike, 56.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Now the timeout comes here. And the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. Now the timeout comes here. And the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This one from 35 yards away. split the uprights. We thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goes from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
So for Arizona, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs.
Yeah. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view, hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks, I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes, wins come in twos, cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull out. Hat on and hood on, pedal to metal, when I put my foot on, I got to put on, I got a bad one, they wanna keep me, oh that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton, receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Half the errands need a reservation, and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a match. And plus all your
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they loved their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Good! Like 80! Check, Mike 54. Mike 54. What's the run? They're running it.
First carry for James Conner, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Mike 54. Mike 54. You remember this? You remember this? Let's go, baby.
Roethlisberger. He's going to air one out. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker, has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. Barry on the punt as he gets this one away. James now to return. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good return there, 17 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Here we go. Come on.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on 1st down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Right back to Coleman here on 1st down. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Stephon Tuitt came out of Notre Dame as another one of those really tall defensive ends, and you just wonder, would they be able to have the leverage to bend and make plays? I think he just gave us an answer with that tackle.
Hey, gun.
Kill. Turn it up.
Go ahead.
This is Coleman. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
3rd and 10.
Here we go. 13. Hey, wahoo!
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Double dog. That's the way. 55, Mike, guys, 55. Strip the ball.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Escaping the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and it's now a 7-0 game. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Here we go.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Play action. Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Handoff, Coleman, right side. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Here we go.
A 2-yard pickup brings up
On third down, here's Coleman. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to fourth down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Kyle Shanahan's made the decision. They're going on fourth down.
11.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Garoppolo, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Here's Coleman. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. It's Coleman here. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
You got tight right there. 22 Jet Bombers.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Taking it in from 2 yards out as they are now on the board here in the first half. Gold with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And a nice job there on special teams as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. And now this throw complete to Washington. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Finds his running back, James Conner. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
He's checking.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
At the 45-yard line.
Here we go. 120. Time to go, night.
On first down, Coleman. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop.
Nice job by the defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
44-yard line.
Here we go. 180.
Check 55 to Mike. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. Open man is born. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. They'll run on first down. It's Coleman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. On play action, now Garoppolo. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel as the first half is winding down. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Then he connects with Vance McDonald. Call that a very strong gain of 24. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Here we go. Mike's 54. Mike's 50. Hey, dude.
Throwing now. Live. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return.